Hi, I'm Adriana, and you're watching the Spiritual Awakening with Adriana channel. This time I will talk about where are all the aliens. I watched lots of videos on YouTube, and when I was a child, I was so obsessed with the Close Encounters of the Third Kind movie, for instance, E.T. There was such a hype in the 70s and 80s about how aliens are almost here. There is this secret military base in the US where they keep all the aliens, and sci-fi movies and sci-fi books certainly did interest me a lot. And I grew up in the meantime, and there is a lot of debate going on. Why haven't we seen aliens yet? Well, it might be that aliens are just not interested in us. It might be that there are no aliens. We might be just a certain fluke. But I believe that the most likely answer is that there are no aliens because we do live in a simulation. And this theory that we live in a simulation, it is so groundbreaking, and there are lots of serious scientists that do not want to give credit to Nick Bostrom, the guy that put up the simulation theory. He's a philosopher. But if you take a look at the past, there are some people that were burned because they said that Earth revolves around the sun. So in the past, there were scientists that were not really up to the task. So yes, of course, it was the church that burned him, but anyway, we might say that science sometimes might be just a little bit out of imagination to understand how groundbreaking some things might be. Because if we do live in a simulation, then aliens are in the different dimension. And talking about aliens, if you have ever played The Sims, and you see all those little creatures walking around their little apartments and socializing and having fun and eating and living their life. When we are evolved enough, I would certainly like us to have our own simulation. So this ability of human race to create is godlike. So the question, where are all the aliens, leads us to the usual suspects. We are the aliens, in fact. Because even if we are inside of a simulation of some evolved society, we are here in a simulation to do what? To evolve. So if we are here to evolve within the simulation, then we might say that being aliens, we are here to become better, to get to the understanding that we are so much more than we ever thought we were. Maybe the future will prove me wrong. Maybe I'm also a writer, and I really do have a very vivid imagination. And the very thought that aliens might be outside of this simulation first amazed me, because it was like living in a simulation. How could it be? But this advancement of technology is so amazing, and it really allows for your imagination to go to the places where it has never gone before. So in the 1970s, the only thing that we could even imagine of getting into touch with aliens was like seeing a UFO, like little ship coming to the earth. But first of all, why would such an advanced civilization even travel in ships? It sounds like such a mundane way to travel. And we all know that there were so many experiments about telepathy, and basically, even though they have never been proven scientifically correct, telepathy definitely is something that is happening. You know this feeling when you think that you can read the mind of somebody and then they just say the thing that you were thinking about or something like that. So there is definitely something going on among us with this energy that we are all sharing, with this maybe even consciousness that we are sharing. And it all sounds pretty alien to me. So, and even this fact that we get born, that we die, and we do so many stupid things in between, we may say that all of that is also pretty alien. And even the very concept of the soul sounds pretty alien to me. And whoever thought about that was a very clever person, in fact. And even the Bible and Jesus and his resurrection, it all sounds more like magic than like something that is out of this world. So we might say that aliens might be watching us all the time. They might be understanding what we are all about. They might be even leading us on our evolution as a human race. But to come back to us, the question is not where are all the aliens. The question is where are we, and how we can become better versions of ourselves. And again, the title of the channel is Spiritual Awakening with Adriana. It is more like awakening of yourself, awakening of the eternal nature of who you are. And I talk about the power of small changes in one video, and it's a very important video because in this video I'm talking about how things do not happen overnight. So we all want to see aliens coming to Earth in like Independence Day manner. There is the Will Smith, and there is the president, and there is like a big battle with aliens. But no, there is no way that an advanced civilization will ever be doing something like that, because you cannot be advanced, you cannot raise your consciousness and still be violent. When you're reading the Conversations with God, and I love all those books, and I love Neil Donald Walsh, but when you're reading it, at one point he asks this alien that he's talking to, "Are you God?" And he says no. So basically what I concluded from all those books is that he is talking to aliens, because this person that he's talking to is talking about how alien civilizations works work, how they live, what are their rules and stuff like that. So basically, I'm not saying that we can all talk to aliens. I mean, there is a fine line between having a nervous breakdown and thinking about stuff. But try to find this eternal nature of yourself. Try to awaken who you really are, and you will understand that the one thing about the world that we live in is that there is not enough love. There is so much fear on all subjects and on all topics, and lots of people are not happy. Lots of people are not living their best lives. What you can do, if you are at a phase where you want to become a better version of yourself, and you understand how you are not limited, nobody's limited. Whenever you read a story about somebody that came from nowhere and made billions of dollars, understand that it can be you. It's not just this one person. Because the only thing that is holding us back basically is our own belief. So if you are asking yourselves, where are all the aliens? In us. Aliens are what we could become. Aliens are what we should strive to be. We should be people, beings that can ascend and that can transcend our circumstances, our faults. We should be beings that should be able to love in spite of everything, basically. Because the point that you should start with is loving yourself. Do not blame yourself. Do not try to torture yourself about choices that you made, about things that you did, about you wish you were more like this or more like that. It will all come to you. All that you wish for. The only thing that you have to understand is that you are limitless. You are a Superman, in fact. There is a Superman inside you. There is a Marvel hero inside you. And if you are a fish, learn how to swim. Find what you are and live your best life ever. Thank you so much for today. I'm very happy to be sharing my thoughts with you. I hope you like it. If you like it, and subscribe to my channel, hit a little bell, and have an amazing day. Thank you so much. Bye.